It's Mr. Clean, by the way. Thank you. Young Thug album was going to flop and nobody cares. Now, based off this title, okay, okay, let's recap. I clicked the videos, random video popped on my YouTube, right? I was gonna watch. I watched probably a couple seconds. Then I just got off of it. I'm like, you know what? I can just react to this, give an opinion, and just try to see how I feel about it. You know, Young Thug album's going to flop. I didn't even know. Based on the title, did he drop the album already? Because if he did, I ain't gonna lie. Like nobody talked about it. I'll be honest. And it's crazy because he dropped a song with Future. I heard it. It was cool. It wasn't like nothing crazy. Like it was cool, but is it the one that we was waiting on? Like if that was the one that I was expecting, cause I don't even think it was. I think his first feature was on Lil Baby album, and yeah, like I think that was it was just like it was whatever. We was just waiting on the official Young Thug on Young Thug's channel type shit. He dropped with Future. All right, cool. I feel like if anything, he should have dropped a single by himself so we could just be about Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. Like I said, the song was alright. I heard some of it. I ain't really just. I don't know if I think I either. I heard some of it. I know for sure I heard some of it. Let's listen to it again. Let's listen to it again. Let me not do that. let me give it a chance. I'm gonna stand over here and listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it over here. I'll be back. I know they had said the little meme that they had. She not mind me. Y'all know that meme? What Future Your Thug? Yeah. It got 7.9 views. Hold on. Oh. Hold on. See, that's why I gotta listen to it again. When Young Thug starts talking like that, stir, wax stir, he scared, he scared, we scared. When he started talking like that, I'm not gonna lie. We might got him back. I ain't gonna lie. He was gonna blow your side. Hold on. When your thug start talking in that P language, you know what I'm saying? You know. Like, what's your thug? Hold on. I was just talking to you. Hold on. Sorry, your thug. Sorry. To be hard, though. I'm beating you right now. I'm listening to it again. Still can't believe Future cut the dreads. Okay, heard it. It's not a bad song, but is it that is it that? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a bad song. It's a good. Like, I feel like I don't know. I guess from the first Young Thug single, far as like what we heard since he got out, I guess it's kind of like when you think of Gunners, right? Bread and butter, like that's like that's that gun. He talking, hey, I don't need no features. Just let me come on this motherfucker. And just I feel like Young Thug. I mean, I get it. Trust me, they got an eyeball on him, so they kind of watching what he doing. So I understand it. But he came out with something more lit. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people was expecting like, all right, first day out, what you finna talk about? Okay, oh hard time. I was sitting there waiting and blah blah. Like he talking about shit. I think he threw the little gun of this up in there, snitching for nothing. I gotta call him friends, and like I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that kind of like, at least from what I think, they kind of got something to do with probably people ain't tripping as much. Like that, it's like, so it's gonna suck that we don't get Young Thug Gunner though. Like that 1-2, like damn, like it's crazy. Like he just like he fucking with niggas like damn, like like it's just a lot to think about. And then on top of that, I would say Gunner's first day out is better. And then on top of that, it's not like when Young Thug went to jail, we can't act like Young Thug was already past his peak. That don't mean he was trash now all of a sudden. No, Young Thug already had peak when he was out. Young Thug already was past his peak when he got arrested. So it's not like he went in on the verge of his peak, like on some like Bobby Smurder got arrested and like he was having hits and shit. It was like finna hit that peak. Like it's not like Young Thug got locked up during his peak. He was already kind of past his peak at the same time. So when he came, like, yeah, people want to see what he listens to, but it's like, all right, like, people just hear it.
Young Thug is constantly living proof that rap fans are fake. They're fickle. He has always been a reminder of, no matter how much love you see shown on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and all over the internet, sometimes it's just not real. He has never done the numbers that his peers have done at their peaks. Guys like Future or Lil Durk. He's never done the numbers of guys you would consider to be his direct proteges like Lil Baby or Gunna at their peaks. He's never done the numbers of some of the guys you would consider to be...
Gunna came out, he sold a lot. He's one of his albums. So I think the album before he got arrested did good too though. One like the blue one. I forgot the album name. I believe it did pretty solid though. So Gunna was already hitting. But Young Thug got the influence. He like respected though. It's like when you think of underground. Doo-Wop Kane don't like, he probably had like no big numbers or like sales or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? But he got that legendariness. When you think of Thug, you think of legend. He a legend. Like, Thug a legend. I don't give a fuck what none of these niggas talking about. The nigga a legend. The nigga's different. You got a lot of niggas that try to,
heavily influenced by Young Thug like a Playboy Cardi or a Lil Uzi did at their peaks. Yet this was all supposed to change when Young Thug got out of jail. When he was in jail, the entire industry was so
big ass flashes.
Everyone was talking about Young Thug.
I don't like when Nats be like different sizes. Some of them just be bigger. I was like, get your greedy ass home.
Oh my gosh. When he comes home, he's gonna go crazy. The tour, the album, oh my, it's gonna be so fire when Young Thug comes home. He's gonna be the biggest thing in rap. He's gonna be the biggest deal ever. Yet, yoooo Scooty, his return album, his first album since coming home from jail, that album that everyone was hyping up before it even existed, was supposed to come out this Friday. I bet some of you watching this video didn't know that. It was supposed to come out this Friday, but nobody was talking about it. It wasn't a big deal. Everyone was acting like they didn't care. It was not a news-grabbing thing in the rap world. It wasn't something that...
I don't know, maybe because people kind of already know, like, it could be the name too, because, like, what do yoooo Scooty mean? Let's be real. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like we know Young Thug, he got his blood, Young Thug, mannerism, lingo, he's Thug, you know what I'm saying? Him, But, like, when I initially heard him, like, and I think he made, like, an alt account, too. That was another thing, like, see, here he go. He's doing it. I get it. Cardi got the opium page, whatever. But I just feel like everybody, like, I don't like everybody doing, like, bro, what's the point of your main account if you just going to make this little secret backup account that we obviously know is you on? Trying to post music. Why you don't use your main account for? Promote your music on your main account. Why you gotta do all this extra mysterious? Let me make a secret account and post on that. All my flicks posts on there. I got 0 posts or 1 post on my main. Like, what's the purpose of it? Just use your main account. You know what I'm saying? Like, Young Thug, you're not even in an era when niggas do all that extra shit. Nigga, just post your music. You Young Thug. You gonna go up. But like even the young Scooty then the interview that he had with the man, it's like we kind of don't want that. Like it's not like something we looking for. Like it's not that. It's not that. Like it's not what we looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying we need to hear jail records, but like we expect a little more. I know you can't be street, but like I don't know. Like it just feels like I don't know. It just kind of feels. It's something about it that's just not hidden. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain
People were constantly talking about, oh my god, Young Thug about to drop, oh my god. It wasn't something that was headline news. In a space of rap where there isn't a whole bunch of like headline news going on where it's just dominating the news cycle. Oh my god, Drake and Kendrick, they're going back and forth. Nobody else can get a smidgen of screen time. No. It just wasn't talked about because it felt like people didn't care. Now, Young Thug has pushed the album back to June, and I think that that is actually part of the reason as to why it's been pushed back. What's good, YouTube? It's Justice I Used to Be Pay, and today I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Young Thug's upcoming album and just the lack of motion, the lack of real love, just everything going on with it, and why I think that this album has a serious chance to flop. But before I get into that, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those things. It helps me out a ton. It's actually kind of funny that Young Thug ended up pushing his album back today, or at least announcing that he pushed it back today, because I actually recorded this entire video yesterday. I wrote this whole script, recorded the entire video, because I was like, yo, Young Thug's about to drop, and nobody cares. I was ready to sound the alarms on this album. I was like, yo, this is going to flop. The numbers aren't going to be good. It would have been very, very rough. And I think that everyone knew that, including Young Thug himself. And I think that honestly, that's probably the main reason as to why this album got pushed back. I don't think that any of the musical or sonical changes that Young Thug is going to make on this project would have made it pushed all the way back to June. I just think that everyone kind of saw the writing on the wall. When I say everyone, I mean Young Thug and his team. They saw the writing on the wall in terms of this album not really having a whole bunch of heat to it. And we're just like, yeah, we're just going to push this back. We're not going to put it out now. We're going to try and heat this thing up. So in a way,
This is the thing also. At least what I believe. When you, like, sometimes with albums, it gets to a point where it's like, alright, we already know who's going to be featured. And if already like, alright, we got a couple features in, like, it's no point in, like, trying to gatekeep the feature. We know who's going to be featured. Lil Baby, Future, maybe Travis Scott somewhere, I don't know, right? Maybe you might get another Drake. A Drake will help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just, yeah, I just, like, we just know. Like, but if you get Gunna now, he might even get Cardi in that motherfucker though. But if you get Gunna on the album, oh, the numbers finna go up because they like, oh, we thought it was over between you two. We thought it was beefing. Now this like, oh, they can work. Oh, they finna go. They finna get the views. They finna. Oh shit, let's go. But nah, you want to work with these niggas. You want to work with Lil Baby. Let's be honest, Lil Baby. I'm the nigga always stood on Gunna was better than Lil Baby. I still stand on that. I'm sorry, Lil Baby. Like you not trash. You got some verses. You got some heat. But I think Gunna better. It's just more like it's kind of like it's just you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just him. He's Gunna's him. Gunna's him. He got that swag to him. Gunna's got a little you already said. Come on.
I feel like Young Thug pushing his album back really vindicates everything that I'm thinking about this situation and everything that I'm going to say in this video because I feel like he noticed what I noticed. Young Thug's just never had comparable numbers to the people that people always compare him to in the rap game. He's just never had their numerical or charting success. That's just the unfortunate reality of Young Thug's career. It's really not that bad. He's a millionaire. I'm sure he's fine. But you get what I'm saying. Like, despite being the guy that everybody gets their sauce from, despite being your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, he's just never had that level of success. But when Young Thug went away, it felt like the entire culture as a whole became much more appreciative of Young Thug and who he really was and what he really meant to this modern day rap space. Everyone became so appreciative of him over those 2 years or so. It's kind of like, to make a weird analogy, but if you follow me, you follow me. It's kind of like if if you have a dog, right, and the dog is always wanting to go out in the morning. The dog is always at the door, ready to go out. He's barking. Somebody let him out. He's excited to go and run around. But it's 6:30 in the morning, bro. You're tired. You're not trying to do that. You were up late last night playing the game. You're not trying to get up. So you complain all the time about letting the dog out in the morning, right? But let's just say then the dog gets sick. The dog is sick for like 3 or 4 days. He's throwing up. He's got, diarrhea. Like the dog is just messed up. He's sleeping all day. He doesn't want to go outside anymore. Over those 3 to 4 days, you're like, damn, like, I was tripping, bro. It's really not that big of a deal. All I got to do is get up and open the door and let the dog outside, man. It's not that bad. And then you start feeling bad. Then you like, man, I'm never going to not let the dog out again. When he gets healthy again, I'm never going to not let him out. And then the dog gets healthy again, and you're back to complaining about letting the dog out. Now, I know that sounds like a weird analogy, but if you follow me, you follow me. That is like a one-to-one comparison to how people talk about Young Thug. When Young Thug was out in the free world,
everyone that shit kind of maybe because I slightly wasn't fully paying attention. Because one of the bitch move, just fucking that, So it kind of like threw me off, and then it was, bro, move, bro. I'm about to get fucking mad. I don't see it, y'all.
To talk about how great he was, but nobody wanted to stream his music like they streamed Future's music or they streamed Lil Durk's music. So when he goes away, oh my God, I can't wait for Thug to come home. Oh my God, yes, Thug's coming. And then when he comes home, you're back to not streaming his music, not being excited for his releases. Also, this idea that like a rapper coming out of jail is this huge piece of marketing. Oh my God, the album's gonna be crazy. Can you just imagine it? Oh, they're going to do a stadium tour. The album's going to sell 300K first week. At this point, it's just propaganda. More times than not, does somebody come out of jail and drop an album to pretty much the exact same fanfare that they would have if they were free the entire time. Sometimes even less. Like I know we have Meek Mill as the example in this modern era. He came out, dropped an album, and went stupid. But that's like that's not the example in this modern era. He came out, dropped an album, and went stupid. But that's like that's not the rule. That's the exception. All right. We have somebody like Bobby Shmurda who was getting hyped up for his entire 7-year sentence, and when he came home, crickets. Musically, nobody's really checking in on him.
I mean, well, Bobby Shmurda, I think he, like I said, he was trying to get out of a music deal. He got out of it and just didn't. He didn't take off with the momentum. He didn't capitalize on like what he had. You know, it just didn't work. Like you say, he started dancing sus. He started doing weirdo shit, and then it was just like, yeah, he's done.
No, Bobby Shmurda. I'm sorry. Like I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's just the truth. Nobody's trying to stream his album. Nobody was trying to run it up, even when he first got out. Kodak Black.
Nah, everybody was waiting on Bobby to do something. When he first got out, he had hype. All these rappers so-called fuck with him. See, that was the annoying part. Quavo and all who pulling up everybody. Rappers be Young Thug be talking about their fans be fake. No, you rap niggas be fake. Y'all niggas are be on everybody's dick when they pop out. Everybody out. They hanging out. They chilling. And then all of a sudden, now nigga out. He be out long enough. None of his music ain't hitting. Now y'all niggas disappearing.
Home, in and out of jail 15 times, and none of those albums have blown up out of proportion to where he was at that point in his career. Now, he's had albums that are up and he's had albums that are down, but those are just albums that are representative of where he was in his career. It's not necessarily, oh my God, because he got out of jail. Even somebody like 6ix9ine, I know he broke like the IG Live record when he first got home, but
yeah, it was a lot of hype. It was a lot of hype around 6ix9ine name. It was a lot of hype. And he 6ix9ine low key went in during peak time. See, that's the difference. I said, like I said, Young Thug when he went in, he was already past his peak. He still was a legend though. He still dropped some heat, but he just wasn't like there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but 6ix9ine went in during his peak, and then he got out. He was still like people was waiting on it. And 6ix9ine came out and shit. He dropped a couple heavy hitters. Shit, he came out and it was like, oh shit, this nigga might take over again. And then, yeah, nobody talks about it now.
Outlier in terms of the success that he's had in his career. It's pretty much the same, if not slightly lower. And I'm not saying that these guys can't come out of jail and have a successful album because it's happened in the modern era. We've seen.
Shit, even YoungBoy just got out. And his song did well. While he about to go on tour, you know that's going to do numbers because YoungBoy ain't did a tour in a minute. So that's the real reason. YoungBoy already big, so you know his fans, they young. Yeah, they going to pop out. But even then, it's like, if any time YoungBoy didn't went to jail, like he do good, but like YoungBoy, yeah, he passed his peak, but like he still give bangers though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to pass your peak. You don't have to stay on top of it. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you still can do good shit. Like, but at the same time, it's just like he good still. Why be good? He's still doing good. But like at a certain point, it's gonna get to a point where niggas gonna just wait here to here. They don't.
When he came home and he had a ton of success with his album. He went on tour, like he was doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
But at the exact same time, that wasn't even like the peak of his numbers that he's done in his career.
Oh yeah. Okay. There go DS Favre. Okay. DS Favre did 150. This was before he went in. But Gunna, he came out, niggas was fucking with Gunna. Gunna came out, nice album, he did good. Yeah, he probably went at his peak, but like, it was, niggas was anticipated. It was low-key a peak. When Gunna first got, it was low-key another peak. He reached another peak. Because niggas was fucking with it.
Level of success in terms of just pure numbers, he still did well, but don't get me wrong, like, it wasn't anything, like, insane. So, that idea that, like, oh my God, coming home from jail, you're just gonna go crazy, that's just not how it works anymore. A huge sign to me, and probably Young Thug and the rest of his team, that this album was not going to do well if it had been released on Friday, was the performance of the song Money on Money, which was the rollout single for this album, the lead single. It was Young Thug's first official single.
Like I said, the beat was hard though.
In like 2 years. It also had Future on it as a feature. It also had a music video that tied back into the Otis music video with Kanye and Jay-Z. Like, this was supposed to be a pretty big deal. Alright? Now, the song did have some buzz. It made its rounds a little bit on social media, but it wasn't went as fast as it came. While, yes, this is a classic case of fake love from rap fans, I also have to acknowledge that this album hasn't been promoted well by Young Thug. All he's really done is announce he was dropping the album on Twitter and drop a song. That's pretty much it. Like, the rollout.
What about the fake Instagram page? Like I said, the alt account. Like, I get it. Like, okay, Cardi doing it. Okay, that's Cardi, though. It works for him. It works for fucking, it works for Cardi. Cardi can do that because it works for him. He got the mysterious lower. Cardi's not even that mysterious no more. He popping out with photos. He out the mysterious phase. That was just for that album. See how like he in character. What he know how to do it. I don't know. Like he just got the golden star. Like it just happened. It just hit him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like he go rare. Even Uzi can go rare sometimes. He can pop out and do like because people know like Uzi still him. Yeah, he passes people whatever. Like Uzi he a legend. He just. You know, like, he chilling. We always gonna have that respect for him. Whatever that crazy shit he do sometimes. We just got respect for Uzi's him. But, like, when you look at Cardi, like, throughout that whole lot of Red era, like, the nigga was just rare. He kind of been rare, like, a lot in his career. But, like, the whole lot of Red era, it matched the vampire. You can't see me. I'm dark. I'm emo. Whatever. However, it worked. I feel like Young Thug, he made this fake account. He posted it. He had the game. All right, cool. Dug back. All right, cool. The mass and it's like, all right, we don't need this stuff. You ain't gotta do that Kanye shit. Just do something different. Just post on your own page. Why you gotta do on this? Like what? I forgot what the album called. Yoooo. What? I forgot. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying like it just. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's something. It's something that's just not. It's not gravitating. Like I said, the song was cool. It wasn't the worst song we heard. I just listen. It's not bad. I like the beat. The beat hard. Be hard. The song not bad at all. It's not like what I expected out of Young Thug. I guess what people wanted at least was like a single for you by yourself. You don't need nobody on your features. Just drop that song, talk all the shit, all the pressure built up, all that. Let that shit loose in that one song, and then go from there. You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to get
for this album that's supposed to be huge. Has been kind of pitiful. Now, he did do an interview with GQ, and that was big in terms of just like counting the numbers, but it wasn't groundbreaking. It didn't grab all of hip-hop media and make everyone put their stuff down and say, no, okay, I know we're talking about
niggas talk about what he had on.
He's about to drop an album. This is cool.
I know he was talking about the Drake-Kendrick beef what he was asked about. He said, well, I don't know what Kendrick, I'm Drake. I seen all that. Now, I'm not gonna say that got anything to do with it. I feel like people fuck with Drake. I feel like people fuck with Kendrick. This media shit just make it seem like people fuck with who.
And it's not like we haven't had big rollouts for Young Thug albums before. If he never had a rollout that was like big or popular, then maybe I wouldn't have this complaint. But we've seen it in the past. We even saw it with his last album, Business is Business. While he was behind bars, the entire industry was posting that QR code that led to a countdown to, symbolize the release of Business is Business. Like, that was a huge deal. It felt like a really big deal when Business is Business came out. Now, a lot of people didn't end up liking that album, but he was behind bars. Regardless, that still felt like a big deal. This does not. Now, maybe this is a bit intentional for him to just want to put out music and not want to deal with the media circus, as he had to deal with the media circus for the last 2 years or so when, I don't know, just, his freedom was in the balance for the rest of his life. But you would think that after being held back from his career for so long, that Thug himself would want this to be a big deal and not just a run-of-the-mill album. But that isn't the case. He isn't popping up everywhere and doing a big interview circuit and bouncing around and showing his face everywhere, or even appearing on a Kai Cenat stream, which honestly still might happen. I can definitely see Young Thug being on Kai Cenat stream the night that the album releases. Yeah. But still, you get my point.
Yeah, that's what he gonna need to be on Kai Cenat stream. Yep, they gonna try to probably get that linked up. It's Thug. I mean, yeah, Thug gonna need that anyway, cause nigga, they watching you, so you need to show your kids side. I don't know, kid friendly side. So yeah, him on Kai Cenat stream would definitely probably help it for sure. But yeah. Now, we could be wrong, though. He could drop this shit. This shit might be hard. I'm not saying it ain't going to be hard. I never said it just doesn't. People just don't care enough, I guess.
I feel like that really can't be the case because they just pushed the album back by a month. Now, maybe there are some, musical changes that Thug wants to make to this album. Maybe the album...
I smacked it.
It's
probably days somewhere. Hold on.
I
smacked that motherfucker. Where he at? So I can step on him. He's done. Where is he? Hold on, y'all. I've been tired of this motherfucker. I don't know where he at. So you might get on dizzy and wake up and fly again. So you might just got off. But yeah, we got him. I know this video long.
But I'm just gonna say this. If Lil Old Me, by myself, no label, no industry, could look at Young Thug's album and say, man, this rollout is ice cold. This album's probably gonna flop. I don't want it to, but it's probably gonna flop. If I could do that, Lil Old Me, just looking at stuff I see on social media, not actually having the analytics in front of me, the social...
Yeah, as y'all can see, my laptop is trying to call it quits. Bro thought he was Drake and Beyonce a little bit. The problem with Young Thug is he pulled a little baby and made all the fans choose between him and Gunna Rocket. Enough the fans showed Gunna again. Bro thought he was Drake and Beyonce. Okay, so the first comment... Yes, this got something to do with Gunna. I feel like if him and Gunna was to come... See, you said, can I be friends with Gunna who can make music? Alright, you ain't got to make music. But, that's what the fucking fans want. That's what the fucking fans want. They don't care about Future. They don't care about Lil Baby features. We know you going to have those features. That shit was obvious. It's not like you can even hide. Even when Cardi came out, that Kendrick on the album? Who would have thought? Who the fuck would have thought that? But Cardi is kind of going a little more mainstream. I'm not mad at it, but it's hold on. Depending on, but I ain't gonna lie. All Cardi mainstream, hot mainstream shit don't sound bad. So, at the same time, we might not want it, but at the same time, it's not bad. So, at least it's working, So, he proving us wrong with that. But, you see Cardi, she was different. He got the Uzi. We was hoping Uzi... But we didn't know for sure he was gonna get it. He gave it to him. He gave us two. So I'm like, oh, let's go. Okay. This is. You know what I'm saying? This is good. But when you think of him, okay, we know you're gonna have Future. We know you're gonna have Lil Baby. We know you're gonna have fucking maybe we know you're gonna have them two for sure. All right, whatever. Nobody. But the fans don't care about that though. I knew it had something to do with the beat. Once he started choosing Lil Baby, he started throwing a little shots at Gunna, Lil Baby. The fans look at you and Gunna's the 1-2 punch. He signing you and everything. What we doing? What the fuck? The fans wanted y'all two to collab. That's what the fans wanted. If y'all two would have came out with the song, alright, now this shit finna get views. This shit finna go crazy. But nah. Nigga, I don't know. I feel like shit, if anything, shit, Gunna got out, shit, he was helping pay them lawyer fees. Shit, nigga, money was running up. He the only artist that's doing so. I guarantee he's still in the label though. Facts. All because rappers have more followers than fans. We kind of act what we thought Gunna was going to sell. Wave. Don't care. It's for a long time. Thug is the fakest fan base. People get surprised when he sell like 80K. Future and Young Thug sounds old. Getting old, I'm not gonna lie. Same flow, same lyrics. Is he lying though? I mean, he not lying when he say that. He got some truth to that. Like they should do kind of sound the same. It's like it's still lit, but it's getting to a point where it's like, all right, like you know what I'm saying? Like just get on song, gonna get your streams up. It's the best thing you could do right now. Like nothing Thug can do besides working with Gunna is gonna get him. Like he's gonna do his numbers. He's still going to have that loyal fans gonna stream. Niggas still gonna fuck with it. Yeah, we gonna fuck with it. But what I'm saying is, you get with Gunna after all this noise, after all these people saying that you don't fuck with him, you do fuck with him, this and that, or this and that, blah blah blah. But if you come out and you and Gunna, y'all get to work, and Gunna even said he still signs the label, y'all still cool, nigga, y'all work like this. Boy, that's gonna do good. Drop a collab album. Fucking drop an EP. Nigga drop an EP with Gunna right now, nigga. Your album finna go up right now. Niggas gonna give up for, oh yeah, we got Gunna. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. But yeah.